When I first started doing comedy, you know how much I made every night? $25. Then I made $50. Then I worked, I started charging $75. When I got up to $150 a night, oh, I was so happy. I was only working 2-3 nights a week, but I got up to $150. Oh, and I messed around, kept working, started charging $1,000 a week. When I started making $1,000 a week, man, I thought I was going to be so happy. And then I met a comedian who told me he made $5,000 a week. I went, what? He said, I make $5,000 a week. So I got busy, I made $5,000 a week. I'm going along, I'm making $5,000 every week. I'm touring the country. I meet a guy named Sinbad on a park bench in Birmingham, Alabama. Sinbad was sitting on a park bench with a bag of trash next to him, a trash bag. I met him because he was starting to be a very famous comedian named Sinbad, very popular. I said, man, so we talking. I'm homeless at the time because I'm having a lot of trouble. And I meet him, and I said, hey, man, where you going? He said, I'm going to Florida. I said, I'm Steve Harvey. I've seen your pictures in the comedy club. I said, we got to talking. We got comfortable. I said, hey, man, what's in that bag? He said, that's my pay. I said, your pay? He said, I get paid cash. He had in the bag $65,000 in cash. I said, how did you do that? He said, I'm a draw at the comedy club. I said, what does that mean? He said, people pay money to come see me, so I cut deals at the comedy club where I get a percentage of the door. I said, really? $65,000 a week? I kept hustling. I found out what it was to make $65,000. This is years, though. It's years in the making. $65,000 a week. Today, if you call me and tell me that you want me to come somewhere for $100,000, I am not coming. Because for 33 years, I have done the same thing over and over and over. I took the $25 jokes. These the same jokes, they just English. They the same words I've been using. I just kept doing them over and over and over. $100,000 tonight, I'm not coming. $250,000, I'm your man. You see? I built it over the years, but it's the same $25 jokes. You can stop wherever you want, or you can keep going. That's how you get successful financially. Stop beating yourself up trying to come up with $1 million idea. Take this $10 idea that God has instilled in you already and go make it and multiply it and do it over and over and over and over. Do you know it's people selling sugar cane making millions of dollars? You know it's people in Ghana selling cocoa beans making millions of dollars? Hello. Nike started with one pair of shoes. They just kept making shoes. Nike didn't do nothing else. They just kept making shoes over and over and over and over and over. $1 billion company.